I caught my fiance's best friend crying at my bachelorette party, saying she loves him and wishes it were her, so now I'm rethinking our guest list. Posted by you/their royal glow. I, 23F, and my fiance Elijah, 28M, are due to get married at the end of next month at our destination wedding. Last night was my bachelorette party, and I invited my closest family and friends along with a few of my fiance's family members and his friend Cammie, 27F. For some backstory, my fiance and I met when I was 19 years old. Both of our fathers are business partners and have been friends since I was in high school. One night, his family invited mine over for a party at their home, and that was the first time we met. I was attracted to him, but I knew he was older, so I didn't believe I had a chance. As the night progressed, he was hanging out alone in his backyard, smoking, and my sister dared me to go talk to him. So I did, and a year later, we began a relationship. My fiancé and Cammie have been friends since they were kids, and their families are very close. She's always been extremely nice to me and wanted to be best friends from the first time we met. I found it a bit odd, only because she barely knew me, but I didn't think much of it because she had been dating my fiancé's best friend, Antonio, 28M. We didn't become best friends because I already have a close friend group and don't trust easily, but she's always been cool and never crossed any boundaries. Last summer, my fiancé proposed to me on a trip to Belize. When the announcement was made, everyone sent their congratulatory praises to us, except Cammie. She sent a text the next day, to my fiancé only, not our group chat, saying she was happy for him. She's been a bit standoffish to me since then, but again, I never really paid attention because I have my own friends and life. About 6 months ago, Antonio and Cammie broke up but never really explained why, just that they wanted to go back to being friends and be happy with other people. Fast forward to last night, my bachelorette party was in a suite at a popular hotel here in Miami, where I live. It was planned by my older sister and Elijah's sister Ava, 26F. The night was amazing, and I truly had the time of my life. We were all getting wasted, and I decided to go to the bathroom. When I got closer, I heard voices and whimpering, like someone was crying. It was then I heard Cammie telling Ava that this should be her and that she doesn't understand why Elijah would want to be with someone like me when it was always supposed to be the two of them together. She said that she's always loved him. I sobered up instantly. Would this be grounds to disinvite someone from your wedding, even if they are best friends? Update 2 days later. For some clarification, I referred to Cammie as my fiancé's best friend because I didn't know what else to call her. Maybe childhood friend? I don't know, but they've never gone out of their way to call each other that. That's just how I see them. After I heard what was said, the old me started to revert back, and I almost caused a scene, but I knew with my siblings, cousins, and friends all being there, it would get out of control. I still wanted to enjoy my night, but I did continue to listen. Some of you were wondering what Ava had to say about all of this. After Ava was able to calm Cammie down, she explained to her that this was not the time or place and that Elijah would never forgive her if she ruined my bachelorette party. She also told her that she thought Cammie should leave and get herself together. I was about to walk in as they were walking out. I acted as if I didn't hear anything and asked if everything was okay. Cammie just wiped her face, looking down, and said that she wasn't feeling well and might have to cut the night short. I honestly didn't fight her on it and even walked her to the door because WTF. After she left, I pulled Ava to the side and told her that I had heard everything. She apologized that I heard it and said she would reach out to Elijah to handle it, but I said no. Some of you also wanted to know why Cammie said it should have been her. Did she and my ex have something going on before? I knew they hadn't, but I needed to be sure. So I asked if they had ever been together or dated. In response, Ava said not that she was aware of, only that their moms would always joke around when they were teens, saying they could finally be related once Elijah and Cammie got married. She said that never happened because Elijah was never into her. Cammie is a gorgeous girl, but my fiancé does have a certain type, and it's not her, respectfully. I wanted to ask more questions, but I thought I'd wait until I spoke with my fiancé for further answers. After that, I continued the party and even spoke with Elijah quickly before bed. I posted on Reddit the next day after I had gotten home, before I did anything drastic. My fiancé came home later that evening, and once he settled in and relaxed, I told him everything that happened. To say that he was irate is taking it lightly. He was absolutely furious. I asked if there was ever anything between them that I was never told about. I asked if they had ever been intimate or if she had ever confused her love for him before. He made it clear that there has never been anything but a friend relationship in his eyes. He said they had never had sex but did kiss once back in high school while playing bottle games with booze. It was in a group, and everyone kissed multiple people, including Antonio. He said she has never confessed her love for him and was confused because he's the one who played a role in Antonio and her dating. He wanted to call her right then and there, But I told him to calm down first because being upset would only make things worse. I want to say that my fiance isn't mad that I heard it or trying to hide anything. He's upset because he feels hurt and betrayed that she would do this to him and at my party when we were all there to support me. My fiance can get really protective of me at times. He doesn't like to hear anything negative. I did express to him that I feel uncomfortable with her going to our wedding now. I want people at our wedding who are genuinely happy and supportive of us. Tonight, he texted her saying that he needs to speak with her. She replied, saying she would let him know when she's home. So we'll see how tonight's conversation goes. He also invited Antonio over for dinner and will speak to him about what's going on because things feel off. A lot of you are also questioning her and Antonio's relationship and if she used him to make Elijah jealous. So we will all be present when the conversation happens to see what she has to say for herself. Since Thanksgiving is in a few days, I will update you guys on how the conversation goes and if anything new comes to light. Just give me some time to get through this holiday. Also, I have a wedding dress fitting tomorrow. I'm so excited. Second update 2 weeks later. Thank you so much for all the love, supportive messages, and DMs. I didn't mean to keep you waiting this long for an update. My younger brother was in a car accident and was injured. Thankfully, he is okay with just a sprained wrist and a concussion. The other driver, however, passed away as he was speeding. This has been a lot to digest, but things seem to be calming down now. So, that night we ended up inviting Antonio over and basically told him everything that had happened up to that point. He actually wasn't shocked at all by the news and stated that one of the main reasons they broke up was because he felt Cammy pulled away after hearing about the engagement. He never said anything because he didn't want to cause any issues between my fiancé and me. My fiancé said she did become distant as well, but of course, we have our own lives we've been planning for, so it honestly wasn't high on his priority list to address it then. Well, of course, now we know why, so he wanted to address it with her now. About 30 minutes later, Cammy texted Elijah that she was home and would call once she was settled in. When she did call, before she could even say hello, my fiancé started. He asked her why she thought it was okay to go to my bachelorette party, say that she loves him, and that he should be with her instead of me. He also asked why she thought it was okay to bring it up to his sister and get her involved. She was taken aback and asked what he was talking about, which pissed him off. He told her that I heard what she told Ava in the bathroom and that she was out of line to even suggest they ever had anything more than a family friendship. She said she couldn't help how she feels and that being at my bachelorette party made it real for her, so she just needed to get it off her chest and thought she could trust Ava. He asked her why, if she had feelings for him all this time, she would be with Antonio when he set them up. Cammy said she thought that things wouldn't get serious between them and that eventually, Elijah would come around. She said she had given hints, but he never reciprocated. He told her that although they've had a long friendship, this was something he couldn't look past and that she was no longer invited to the wedding. He told her he would assist her with any returns or refunds for money spent so far. Cammy was upset and said she didn't mean for me to hear what she said and that she was never going to cause any problems for us. He said it didn't matter, he and I are only inviting people to the wedding who love and support our relationship, and her actions showed that she didn't. Cammy then started talking junk about me, saying that I think I'm all that and that I believe I'm better than her. Elijah cut her off, saying that I don't think I'm all that, but if she believes I'm better than her, then she should evaluate her own insecurities and work on that. He then hung up. Antonio and I were so shocked all we could honestly do was laugh. She clearly has always felt this way about me but was faking it to my face. I don't even know why she would think those things about me since she's older and more successful. I'm still beginning my career and not even where I want to be to think I'm better than anyone. I'm just living my life and going with the flow. After the phone call, we all discussed what happened, ate, and then Antonio left. He really didn't have any feelings about the issue because he's now seeing someone else and has moved on, saying she needs help. The next day was the day before Thanksgiving, and since my family was hosting Thanksgiving dinner, Elijah's parents had a small gathering at their home for immediate family and friends. My fiancé and I were invited, along with his sister, her husband, Cammy, and her family. I really didn't know what to expect when getting ready because I knew it would be awkward seeing Cammy in person after the argument the night before. My fiancé didn't say anything, but I could tell he was still upset. When we got to the party, everyone was already pretty much there except for a few people. Before we even sat down or spoke to anyone, Elijah told his family he had something to say. Cammy was sitting off to the side with her parents and brother, not wanting to engage. He began by saying that since the wedding was close, he might as well announce to everyone that if they do not love and support us getting married, they would be permanently disinvited. His mom asked where this was coming from, and everyone was nervously looking around. He told her that apparently, there were people in the house who had an issue with him being engaged, and those people wouldn't be allowed to attend. I'm guessing Cami had already told her parents what happened because her mom started to speak. She said she thought it was tasteless to disinvite her daughter after how long they had been close. Elijah responded, saying he thought it was tasteless for her daughter to go to his fiance's bachelorette party, that it should have been hers. At this point, everyone was shocked, including me, because I had no idea he was going to address this to his family. They started arguing back and forth, but Elijah wasn't having it and said none of them would be invited except Cami's brother, who didn't agree with what his sister had done. Cami's family ended up leaving shortly after the confrontation. Elijah's mom was shocked and hurt but supported us. She said she would speak with her friend and felt it was all inappropriate. I apologized to her and Elijah's dad, saying I hated that this happened and that it was causing a rift. She and Ava told me I had nothing to be sorry about and that they were on our side. Cami ended up sending Elijah and Ava very long, nasty messages about how they weren't loyal to her and that I was purposely causing a divide between them because I wanted to kick her out of the family and sabotage their relationship. This woman is delusional, so my fiancé just blocked her. She then texted me, saying that Elijah and I wouldn't last very long if I became jealous of every woman important in his life. I blocked her as well. I may be a lot of things, but jealous isn't one of them. I'm happy and very secure in my relationship. Honestly, seeing how far Elijah is willing to go to make sure my day is perfect, his words, not mine, just solidified to me more than ever that I'm marrying the right person. Thanksgiving was amazing, and we had a great time with the family. Sadly, that night my brother got into his car accident, so we had to deal with that. Sorry I kept you waiting for so long. Everything is now starting to calm down, and my fiancé and I can relax until next week. Then we will leave for Palermo, Italy, where the wedding will be. I may update you in the future, but for now, this will be the final update. I'm willing to answer any other questions you have for me in the comments. Up in the comments. Addressing the comments, I'm here to clear some things up. My fiancé did not address the issue at Thanksgiving dinner. The night before Thanksgiving, his parents had a small get-together at their home that included me, my fiancé, Ava, Ava's husband, Cami's brother, and parents. There was also another couple on the way who are friends of my in-laws. When we arrived, the couple hadn't arrived yet, so the confrontation did not happen in front of them, only our two families. I've already spoken with my fiancé regarding his actions that night and told him I felt like things could have been handled a lot more privately. Once he was able to calm down about the whole situation, he agreed. I just want to say that this is not something my fiancé does all the time. He's sweet, kind, caring, and loving. So seeing people call him aggressive for standing up for me is baffling. This morning, I expressed to my fiancé that I think he should apologize. He called Cami this morning, telling her that although he does not regret anything he said, he could have handled the situation more maturely. The conversation went absolutely nowhere because all she was trying to do was get him to change his mind, telling him that it's not too late to cancel the wedding. Honestly, I'm over it, guys. It's starting to drain me and my happiness. Ava has also apologized to Cami and expressed that she had no idea she was going to be put on blast at dinner. I don't know and do not care what happens with their friendship from here. I won't be going out of my way to get involved. Disrespectfully, for those of you who believe that I'm the mean girl and that I like drama, kindly kiss my rear. Someone in the comments told me I won and that I got the man. WTF is this? Are you truly okay? My fiancé isn't the prize. I will never fight over a man or go out of my way to be mean to another woman over a man. I actually like Cami, which is why she was even invited to my bachelorette party in the first place. No, we weren't super close. No, she wasn't a bridesmaid. But she was cool enough to celebrate with me. She'd always wanted to be the center when it came to the boys or getting attention, not me. Before this, there hasn't really been any drama. Drama actually causes me high anxiety and can lead to depression. For my mental health, I think this will be my last update. I thought I would update you guys about the wedding, but these mean comments take away the fun. I truly appreciate everyone else who has left kind messages for me. You guys have truly put a smile on my face.